Hey there, Libra. It's time for your weekly horoscope for the coming 7 days. And just a quick reminder for everybody out there, should you ever want to get a session with me, all you need to do is go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. Or, of course, you may also simply follow them links down below. And I've got a sale happening right now, 20% off all services, including gift certificates, accepting tips and donations now as well. And the Build a Spread horoscopes are being workshopped at this moment. So thank you for bearing with me while I workshop that and figure out what I'm going to do there. So what is happening when it comes to this coming week for you Libra people? This week's overlight, the main theme that's going on behind the scenes of everything, is the Lover's card in reverse. And you're kind of in a space where we are now breaking with commitments. There's a lot of commitments ending, being split up that are no longer actually working in the highest interest of all concerned. It's no longer an equivalent exchange. And I'm actually seeing this being a big freedom piece for you, a big freedom period for you. Because with the Lover's card reversed, we are seeing the end of a situation that is no longer for win-win or a win-win for all concerned. And so you're going to see this pop up as the end of no-win circumstances in all areas of your life, your career, your love life, your social life, all of that. Now, with the Lover's card reversed, I do feel like it has to do with the division of presence, the division of vibration, the division of timelines that have maybe been forced to try and exist in the same space or in the same experience where they do not complement one another, right? You can't force things that belong in completely different timelines to mash together when their vibrations, as well as even just by quantum effect, their very beingness is proving to be a detriment or a liability to all concerned. And so a lot of you are going to most likely be making some serious splits during this period or seeing the opportunities present for splits. And what I'm getting from this Lover's card reversed is it's a lot of you giving things the boot out of your space, out of your immediate experience, where things may be latched on. Maybe you've allowed multiple beings or presences or, again, timelines to kind of occupy an instance, a moment, in your life that are ultimately pulling and tugging and distributing energy unfairly. This can sometimes happen where we need to give ourselves more space by actually giving certain things the boot. And a lot of this is going to be, you will actually do quite well the more space you actually give yourself, the more commitments you allow to actually be cleared away. Now, this is done in a non-judgmental way, right? We're not turning this into something that has to be a war or a battle or a processing party. This is something that I think that you probably will find with the Lover's card reversed is making up a lot of decisions that maybe we've been kind of waffling on, things that we've been kind of procrastinating. Our mind is now getting a chance to be made up as we are getting rid of distractions or things that we shouldn't be necessarily holding up, if that makes sense. So we're seeing a division of worlds, but it has to do with you making space for your world to expand into. As we get on to the material realm, we talk about your work, we talk about your finances, your living situation as it relates to maybe economy, things like that. You've got the High Priestess upright, and you're really coming into your own this week. And I feel like with the High Priestess, it's very supported by that Lover's reversed because something is getting kind of out of your way. We're no longer maybe sharing a certain space when it comes to our craft, whether it's in a professional space. We start working with maybe less interfering consciousness, interfering people, too many cooks in the kitchen. We're kicking all the rest of them out because the High Priestess is the energy that stands in one's power alone as sort of that expert, as that one who's capable of playing all roles, right? We see this balance of all of that divine masculine, divine feminine. It's the ability to be both, so you don't need the other to complete you. And that's where we have, in the workforce or in a financial situation, a lot of power actually being given to you to be more self-governing as it relates to either your career development, your work development. We do see with the High Priestess upright a lot of assistance lifting you up in a material way as well. Because you're also finding that maybe certain collaborators, certain peers, maybe business partners, or even clients and customers have been maybe messing with our energy field a little bit just by virtue of holding space for them and working with them and providing things for them. It's been blocking off the new. It's been creating an energy around us and our work that is incompatible with the new. And with the High Priestess, we are rising above. And like we talked about in the incoming wave video, which is up, you're kind of stepping into a space where you're now capable of self-governing and also thriving without having all of these balls and chains, right? Because we're letting go of the things that we felt like we had to kind of drag up. As we get on to, or even lower our vibration just to kind of get by with. As we get onto your community, we talk about friends, your relatives, your the other people in your life. We've got the Two of Swords in reverse. And you are making room for a completely new tribe or a completely new sense of social support. And I'm seeing with the Two of Swords reversed, this has to do very much with that Lovers reversed of clearing that space, whether it's preparing yourself, preparing your social landscape, your availability. There seems to be something that you're trying to allow for the opportunity to incorporate into your life with more ease and with more grace. Now, this could absolutely be a different connection, a different bunch of social connections, possibly people that we have been already resonating with or connecting with in some fashion that we want to widen the avenue to bridge that connection with more, but we have to pay attention, right? Do we have room in our reality quotient to be able to accommodate that? And so this is a week very much like that Lovers card reversed, where we are choosing to get rid of that which is actually repelling what we want from our space in order to actually hold space for what should be there. As we get on to your challenge this week, or the I guess you could say the lesson that presents as a challenge, you've got the Nine of Cups upright. Not really much of a challenge at all. In fact, a lot of you Libra people may be finding that this week is a bit of a freebie in that sense. Because the only thing with the Nine of Cups upright that presents as a challenge is maybe allowing yourself to enjoy the gratification of having the machinations of your own higher levels, your own creations, your own manifestations, your own reality creations, start to substantiate and have them substantiate in the proper time. Sometimes what can happen is that we start getting what we want, but maybe we have not been handling the processing and the clearing of the old, or the story that we've led up to so far. And so we might not think it's okay to drop it for the thing we really want, when we actually can. We have complete agency when it comes to being able to do this. The Nine of Cups is basically saying the only thing that you have as a challenge is you're having your wishes, old dreams, old ideals start to come to fruition. And it's not a forced fruition either. Good magic card, by the way. But it's something that is allowing you to actually step into a space where you are capable of being able to have your cake and eat it too, but you can't eat your cake if the table is cluttered with other things. And so this is a week where even if it's old stories, even if it's stuff that you might be kind of addicted to processing, or you feel like you have other stuff that you're still kind of trying to sort out, honestly, you can just let it go. It's okay to, even when it comes to betraying the impressions other people have, sometimes we're afraid to drop stories. We're afraid to drop identities. We're afraid to drop expressions based on how invested we were in what they were in the past or what other people saw. And so we're afraid of how people are going to react to that. We're afraid of how we look by dropping something for something else now that the new is here, now that the whole, the original end game plan has shown up. Go ahead. Go the F ahead. As we get on to the relationship card, we talk about partnerships, love, and romance. The star card upright is indicating that wish, or one of the wishes, we talk about the Nine of Cups, right, is actually showing you that it's on the way. The ship is, has left the dock and is kind of on the way to you this week. Now, this could mean for those of you who are currently available to new people in your life, whatever kind of relationship you've got going on, or if you're single, the star card is indicating that there is some kind of news that not only has that ship set sail towards you, but you are already starting to pull somebody into your space or something into your space. Contact has been bridged that is ultimately going to provide the potential for an equal partnership, something that is going to not only be mutually enhancing and stimulating, but also something that is contributing to the conscious evolution of both people involved. As we get on, and also answering a lot of questions in our own conscious evolution process, apparently. So, it could be that you're drawing in somebody that has some spiritual or cosmic experiences that answer questions that you have and use theirs. It's very complementary. As we get on to those of you who are currently in existing relationships, this is an awakening experience for your partner, a breakthrough, a level up moment occurring in their own, wider perspective, their own spiritual perspective. Now, it's important to make sure that you are prepared to honor this as their experience, because this is something that sometimes, when we're a couple, we might kind of be like, well, now it's both of our journeys, glom. Later. The star card upright is indicating a breakthrough for both you and your partner as a result of this expansion. This could be something that is opening up a whole new world for both of us, or something that is actually reviving a world or bringing back a world that we abandoned in the past. I can't tell. It's going to be subjective for each and every one of my Libra peeps. So that is what I have got for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And if you ever want to get a session, go to my website, integrativemysticism.com.